these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, this is a real test this season for Ole Miss head coach Pete Golding. As you know, a very dramatic and emotional breakup with Lane Kiffin last year, but the players rallied around Coach Golding to make a run in the college football playoff. Now, can he sustain that? Can the players sustain that? And can he build a quality program and keep Ole Miss in that playoff picture? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On third down, here's Durham. LSU will get a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, by the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Trying play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Comes out to start this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Running right, it's Durham. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Back to pass. It's Levin. Pucks it out of the air. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
In Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Running right, it's Durham.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working that left side now. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. LSU right back to the line. In the red area, it's Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll keep it on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on fourth down?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Odom. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
The Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Fighting off the defender. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. LSU quick to the line.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offense.
Got a little grass. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Defense looks as if it's coming. Here's a give to Durham. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver going in motion. On 1st down, it's Durham again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Levitt. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Brown. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It's a big gain by the offense, and it's because of the timing on that play. Really nice route by the wide receiver. Quarterback got the ball out early. Man, these two look like they can complete that throw in their sleep.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff, Durham running left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quickly complete. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback may change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the air, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Quickly complete. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick catch on third down. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 16 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Wolverines coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. And he's dragged down.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Cook. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. Hauls it in. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Finds his big tight end. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and he right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Cook. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They want to run this quarterback. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Making side adjustments here. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Levin. Makes the grab. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff, Caden Durham. Push down for the tackle. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Going over the top. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Well, they are probably thinking 4-down territory with a 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chopstick, and there's no way the defense is going to be thinking, I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Finds his big tight end. Give him 6. Touchdown, Rebels.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space in the passing game. They better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Here's a give to Durham. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Hey, you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense has settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
To the air, it's Levin. It's complete to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. gives it on the option. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Timeout called by the defense just shy of the 2-minute mark. 2:02 remaining here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Back to throw, it's Levin. Makes the catch. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Well, this guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football now these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. He just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
He's been an absolute monster. And I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be this physical, man, this bodes well for this team moving forward. Like, how are you not going to depend on this team or call this team one of the best teams in college football? Back-to-back weeks, physicality. You can't stop me. You know what I'm doing. We're going to run the football, but we do it at such a level, we're still going to beat you.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Steps away to find some room. He's got him wide open. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a grab. They get him stopped at... But it'll be first and goal. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. It's complete to the right. And he will score! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. Plows through the defense. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They'll send the back in motion. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he added the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now the play fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.